Hello, YouTubers. This is Sablemanon Joe once again with Jagz Sports Cards. Hey, got a nice little treat for you today. A little late, albeit. I ended up finally getting my hobby box of the 2024 Panini Phoenix football. Now, in this box, before I get started on that, let me go ahead and this box is courtesy of Mossette Sports Cards in Fresno, California. So there you go. And like I said, if you're ever in Fresno, ever in the Central Valley, look them up. All right. Hey, thanks a lot. So again, courtesy of Matt, in this box, you are going to get 2 autographs and 1 mem card. Now, Phoenix is my absolute favorite. Okay. Once they went to this chromium, the way of doing the cards, I love it. They used to be a foil way back in, I want to say 2017. It was a foil back. But then in 18, they went to the chromium look, which I love. Now, you're going to get all the color, everything like that you're going to get in an optic and a prism box. But honestly, a lot cheaper, man. This is going to run you about, on the website, it runs still for about, $340? So compared to a box of prism, compared definitely to a box of optic, it is definitely the better buy, in my opinion. I love Phoenix. That being said, and I would like to say that, Phoenix hasn't been that great to me, but you know what, man? Honestly, look at the cards behind for my PC. These are ones that we've hit. If you looked in the videos in the past, I've hit these out of the boxes. These are my PC. You know what I mean? So I've done very well with Phoenix. But again, I haven't hit that big smacker one. So what we're looking for are the ultra rare Color Blast and the new Gridiron Crowns and the other ones as well. I believe there's like a lava. There used to be a couple of Egyptian themed ones, stuff like that were really nice. And also you're looking for the rookie material autograph as well, the RPA. So, okay, there's your odds. I'll go ahead and show you that. As I've kind of spun the box around and kind of gone on that, let's enjoy the opening on that. Kind of savor the opening, okay? Because like I said, I don't know if I'm going to end up getting another box or not. I might, but like I said, it's my favorite. I enjoy this one a lot. So here we go. All right, hey, without further ado. Now, I'm a little late to the party. I'm not going to... I've had some things going on to where I wasn't able to get over to Matt's store on the release date. Actually, before release date. This was a product that Matt actually got before that. Hey, man, he let me know. I just couldn't get over there. And and I know. I try to do that first video. If we can do that, then everyone gets a nice little first watch, and a determination on what they want to get. So... but hey, here we go. If you're not familiar with them, here you go. Here's your first look. Now, like I said, I love Phoenix. Compared to Prism, compared to Optic, definitely compared to Optic. I know that everyone's looking for the now uptowns, downtowns, or what have you, but Phoenix is definitely. I mean, look at that design. I think a little less complicated than Mosaic. Now, I know some people prefer Mosaic as well. So, it's kind of who likes what. Like I said, this is more for my liking, right there. Okay, here we go. And right behind that's a Roman Wilson. Now we ended up getting, wow, okay, this is Treasured Tandems. Wow, look at that card. Look at that card. And this is Chris Carter and Randy Moss. That's nice. Look at that card. Now, I don't know if it's one of the base or the case hits, but yeah, that's a really nice insert, if anything, right there. And that's the Treasured Tandems. Nice. Okay, and 2 popular players within the within Skull Nation, So hey, okay, all right, nice card to first pack out, out the box. Nice job. All right, I don't think we did too terrible on that one, did we? All right. There we go. Next pack. So, like I said, if you haven't seen the Phoenix, there you go. Let me know how you like it. Like I said, it's absolutely my favorite. I love it. I love it to death. There we go. We got Puka. Got a nice little PC for myself right there. Put it off on the side. Zay Flowers, Gabe Davis, and our first numbered, I want to say our first numbered one. And this one's going to be Foye Olakuyan. Olakuyan? Okay. And this one's going to be numbered 107 out of 199. And there we go for Duval Nation right there. Which, hey, you know what? I think they did a really good job tonight in the draft. I'm doing this, by the way, right after the draft. So I think, hey, man, that was a good move, man, by Jacksonville to move up to 2 to get Travis Hunter. Now, my personal opinion, he should be playing defense. I think he's a better cornerback. Though he's a really good receiver, I don't think he's an NFL-type receiver. But then again, hey, dude, I'm not a scout. So, all right, here we go. And another one right here, the Kamari Lassiter out of the Texans. This one's a rookie card, and this one is numbered 104 of 249. All right, there we go. Now, was that the same one, 104? No, 107. Okay, so we got in the 10s, huh? The hundreds. I was say this one's a blue, or is it a black? I don't know. Black Phoenix? I don't know. I'd imagine a blue. The blacks tend to be what, 101s? Have you? And I'd imagine the. Okay, there you go. I said, I know it's going to be a little bit long of a video, man. I'm sorry about that, but I'm savoring the box. I'm savoring the opening. Like I said, I'm documenting my collection. Okay, here we go. We got a thick card right there, so let's go ahead and move everything right there. And who we seem to kind of hit here and there this year, Spencer Rattler on the rookie rising, right? McClellan, Hill, Laporta, Chubb, and blank. Thinking we got our first hit, but no, we got a blank. All right, okay. Here we go. Now, here we go. All right. Since we changed off right there, we got a silver Phoenix design. See, that's cool. I like this little phoenixes in the back right there. And this is a Tyreek Stevenson with the Bears. The Bears. There we go. 273 out of 399. See, I'm old enough to remember that skit with Chris Farley and all this SNL, the Mike Myers guys, you know, with a Ditka. You know, hey, I'm old enough to remember the Bears. You know, so hey, there we go. Which I think they did a pretty good job tonight too. You know, as far as with their first round pick, not bad. Here we go. We got a Caleb Williams on a base rookie. Okay, he's going to be a backup, or is he going to get dealt? I personally think my personal is this. I don't think, even including Cam Ward, I don't think there was a better quarterback in tonight's draft than what Will Levis is. Now, I might get called out on that, but I still believe if he was coming out this year, he would have been the first overall pick. And that's saying a lot. I don't know. Maybe. So, Jamar Chase. And right behind Jamar Chase, we got, again, Spencer Rattler, man. Again, he's been the guy that we kind of been hitting on this. And this one is numbered 100 of 125. Then again, see, we stayed in those 100s. There we go. Now, the way that I had heard some grumblings that New Orleans, the Saints were interested in a quarterback and Shedeur Sanders at 9. So I'm surprised to see, hey, maybe they do believe in what they have with Carr and Spencer Rattler. Maybe they do see something in Spencer Rattler. I don't know. Maybe. You can't really tell too much of what he had this season, you know. So, it might be a hold. I don't know. You know, you never know. Cortland Sutton. And we've got a Contours with a Tajay Spears. Those are pretty nice this year. All right. And right behind him, Xavier Leggett. That's a nice one. And this one is 207 out of 299. Well, we broke out of the hundreds, at least, right? They said, this seems to be going the same way that kind of all of our boxes we've got some nice ones here and there. I can't complain. Like I said, that the Michael Penixes that we've pulled this year have been really nice. The 1 of 10 was a really nice one. And the Panini Choice Awards is a really nice one. Here we go. On the Xavier Leggett, who got a running mate. The kid from Takarian, something like that. Williams, I guess. No, or I'm so butchering the kid's name. Here we go. Matt Stafford, PC, but he got a running mate, man. So maybe something with Bryce Young to work with. Maybe they are cooking with butter over in. There we go. There's my PC hit. But we got a DJ Moore, and that's his 32 out of 50 on that one. And got that PC hit from myself right after that. I'm telling you, man, the Rams, they're building something nice defensively. Now, I've heard the rumors of bringing back Jalen Ramsey. Now, I've never been a big Jalen Ramsey fan, but I don't know. Price is right, maybe. There we go. Braden Fisk. There we go. Nice. Next pack. We're about halfway through now. What do we got? About 5 more packs? Okay. Here we go. Trey McBride. There we go. Kyron Williams. And on the silver hologram, got the Jalen Hurts. I don't think that one's numbered. There we go. See, and you will get silver holograms in these as well. So, like I said, for the money, now let's put it this way. People would be very disappointed so far in the box that we've got so far if you paid the amount that you did for Optic and pulled what we have so far. People would be really upset. Here we go. Luke McCaffrey on the rookie card. Right there. And right behind them, Donnie Mitchell. There we go. On the rookie rising. Was it lenticular? I don't know what that was. Those inserts would be. Lenticulars? But again, you've seen the videos out there. Maybe you've seen other things or what have you. Maybe you've experienced them yourself. That, hey, you'd be pretty upset if you paid the amount of money for Optic. What's it going for? It's still $850, $860, something like that out the door, and you ended up getting a Spencer Rattler. A lot of people would be upset, man. A lot of people would be upset. So, hey, I think for the money, like I said, chrome product plus number plus as much color as you're going to get, plus the fact of possibility of getting a color blast, the possibility of a color blast, it's worth it in itself for the price that you're paying, $340 for a box. I might be overselling it, or I might be selling myself out of it to where it's going to end up in price, get popular, but this is a nice set. This is a nice chromium set. This is, to my opinion, again, superior to Mosaic, comparable to a Prism and Optic. Here we go. And we got a Zay Flowers on the blue, I believe, again. The 189 out of 299. See? So, like I said, you're getting just the same amount of type of color in it. So, hey, man, why not? Give it a shot. I said, if I can find another box for a good price, I might. It's a fun little box. I got a lot of color so far. I mean, let's put it this way. We're a little over halfway, about halfway. That's the amount of insert color that we've gotten. And we got a Carson Steele. Like I said, that's a detective's name, isn't it? That's something out of, that's like Magnum PI. Please, come on. Okay, and we've got 398 out of 399. Now, yeah, no kidding. Carson Steele. Hey, man, he had a bright little moment in the NFL there for a while, didn't he? For about a second or two. Now, could you imagine what his cards would have been going for had he did something spectacular in the Super Bowl? Could you imagine? Like I said, a kid like I said, Carson Steele, right? So that'd be crazy. I would think that would be crazy. Here we go. Stingley, and right behind the Stingley is, oh, like I said, speaking of, what happens with Will Levis? There we go. We got the Will Levis, and this is the franchise future materials. Okay, how funny is that? Franchise future materials on draft night, and this one is 6 out of 99. Like I said, what happens with Will Levis? That's my question now. Where does he go somewhere and catch on as a starter? So you never know. You never know what a second chance somewhere else could be. And if he's going to, could you imagine they go out and they draft Cam Ward, which this isn't, I know, not realistic, but they draft Cam Ward number 1 overall. Will Levis beats him out in camp. What happens? You know what I mean? They invested a second round pick in Will Levis the year before, 2 years, or what have you. So it's not like it didn't cost them something either with Will Levis. So here we go. Oh, nice. Here we go. Phoenician. Oh, yeah. There we go. Right there. Phoenician. That's a case hit, baby. Nice. There we go. We got Liashu Latu out of UCLA. Nice. I don't know if no, it's not. But that's a case hit, baby. Phoenician. Yeah. All right. Oh, see, I knew I was savoring this for a reason. Now, could you imagine this Phoenician being a Jaden Daniels or a Caleb Williams or what have you? This is big enough. This is your case hit Phoenician. Like I said, there we go. Nice. This is worth the 340 right there. Nice. Right there, man. All right. Hey, and right behind him, we got a Michael Penix Jr. on the Rookie Rising. Nice. And a Jaquan Jackson for the Tennessee Titans. There we go. This one, I do not believe it. Yeah, see, another one. I don't know what. I'm going to have to look up exactly what that insert is right there, or the parallel, I should say, is. See, man, I'm still excited from that Phoenician. Hey, that's the card of the box right there. All right. He said, it's a Liashu Latu. Okay, fine. I get it, but still a rookie Phoenician. Could you imagine if he turns into a rookie or let's say a Lawrence Taylor type? Even at that, J.J. Watt or the other Watt out of J.J. Watt out of Pittsburgh. You know what I mean? So if he turns into that, you know what I mean? So, hey, here we go. Russell Wilson. There we go. Honey Badger. Aaron Jones. And we got a Kayvon Thibodeau on the parallel. And right behind him, oh, nice. Oh, we got a silver hollow of Bo Nix. Oh, yeah. This is a nice box. The second half of this box turned into a really, really nice box. Wow. All right. There we go. All right. Got a silver hollow of Bo Nix. There we go. All right. There we go. Gosh, I feel like Dak Prescott. There we go. There we go. Gosh. Like I said, to me, this is a banger box. We've only hit one of our autographs, which the RPA, granted it was Spencer Rattler, but again, we got the case hit and we got a silver hollow of a rookie quarterback. That's hot. You know what? This one's thicker. We're going to open up the thinner of the two next. Okay. Hopefully we got another RPA. That'd be awesome. That'd be nice. But I don't know. Maybe the thin one has an autograph in it. Maybe the thin pack has it, so who knows? We got Scary Terry. And we got Jordan Addison. And you know what? Maybe it does. All right. Hey, right behind that is a Russell Wilson. And that is the green, I want to say emerald. Right there. And that one is 152 out of 199. And wouldn't you know it? we go over there and we grab, and I watch. I don't know, got a blank in the thicker of the 2-packs. So this was a thin pack, and it looks like to me there's a backwards card right there. So to me that looks like it's an autograph, but I could be fooled. I don't know about that. Say we got an Addison, and right behind that, oh yes, banger of a box, nice, JJ McCarthy. Oh, nice, and this one is numbered 153 out of 199. Nice box, man. Nice. Oh, yes. Oh, this has been a box. Wow. And you know what? Not to be that way, but Matt had 2 boxes left. And he gave me the choice of the last 2 boxes, and I chose this box. Look at that. And now watch, like I said, the thicker of the packs, and we're going to save this one for last, is going to be a blank. Wow. Maybe we should have taken the thinner of the packs and let that one for last. You know what I mean? But we know that what that is already. We know what it is. It's a blank. So there we go. Mark Andrews, Rashad White, Gino. We got a Spencer Rattler Contours. And right behind there, we got a Max Melton right there for the Arizona Cardinals. And this one is 85 out of 125. And I would say, what's that saying? Orange, gold? I don't think gold, but a yellow, maybe. So there we go. Nice. What a way to finish off this box. Not going to lie at all. What a way. The second half of this box was tremendous. Tremendous, man. Tremendous. You know, so let's go ahead and let's go through these right now. And let me, like I said, I'm going to savor this video. I'm sorry. This moment right now, this is a very good box. In my opinion, this is a very good box. In the comments, let me know. Like I said, I think Phoenix is by far the best value. Now I'm going to have to get a thicker one for that one. But honestly, for $340, half the price, and it's going to cost you less than what Mosaic's going to cost you as well, isn't it? So, you know, you got your rookie cards as well, your base rookies. You've got your patches, of course, that are going to be that way, and your RPA, which is nice. You're going to get an RPA in a hobby box for $340. It's guaranteed you're going to get an RPA, something like that. Plus, you've got just as much color. Look at the stack of color. Like I said, everyone's looking for those, right? Everyone's looking for the Carson Steele, please. It's worth that one, just that. All right, hey, here we go. Look at that. Like I said, all of that right there. Plus the possibility, silver hollow. Could you imagine getting a silver hollow in optic or prism of Bo Nix? How much that card is? That is the equivalent. If you end up getting a JJ McCarthy autograph in prism or optic, same thing. This one's out of 199 for $340. This came out of that. You know what I mean? JJ McCarthy. Your case hits Phoenician. There you go, right there. That's the card of the box. I know some people might say the JJ McCarthy. This is the card of the box. All right, hey man, Sablemanon Joe once again. I hope you liked the video. I sure as heck liked the video. So if you can't tell, hey, like I said, if you can go find yourself a box of Phoenix, go and go buy yourself one. Like I said, for around $350, $340, possibly $380 at the most, depending on where you're at or what have you. You're still going to get a heck of a value. And my opinion, I love Phoenix. Phoenix just kisses me on the cheek every single time, evidently. I don't know, and I didn't realize it. I just always thought, man, Phoenix, I love Phoenix. It wasn't good to me. Phoenix was extremely good to me on this video. All right, hey, again, we will see everybody next time, and everybody be safe out there. All right, hey, Sablemanon Joe again. Bye.